Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, Aaron.
How are you today?
I'm good.
It feels like it's been a while since we've been in here
It has been a
together.
while.
Yeah. So they've had like 2 weeks of no Aaron and Elizabeth.
Weird.
Yeah. But we've been providing them with other
Content?
fun content.
Okay.
Yeah. So hope you guys have enjoyed our new senior videos and boudoir videos that we've been posting to the tube.
Yeah.
But if you're listening, of course, you don't see those. So you have to jump over to our YouTube channel, the Vovks, and check them out. So, yeah. Anything exciting and new, Elizabeth?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, we're just plugging along. School started.
School has started.
Yeah, so that has been, my full-time job basically for the last few weeks. And yeah, I think we're in the full swing of it now. So I think things are finally settling down. I feel like we're getting school done at an acceptable hour in the day. We're getting up on time, those kinds of things. So it's been good.
Yeah.
Fall is here.
Fall is here. What did we do the other day?
And we picked apples. We have a massive apple tree in our yard. And like 50 foot high.
It's huge.
And we picked
Bigger than we thought.
2 5-gallon buckets full of apples. And yeah, they're great. They taste amazing. And I need to cut some up and freeze them and that kind of stuff. But I don't know how to get to the top of the tree.
I mean, we know how.
How?
If we rent a lift.
Oh my gosh, you cannot rent a lift. It is so expensive.
Well, yeah, but that's how you get there.
Really? I mean, do they rent lifts? Is that what like other people with apple trees do?
I don't think people have 50-foot apple trees.
Oh, okay. So we just leave the apples up there. They look so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyways.
Or they rent a lift. If it's an apple orchard, they probably own a lift.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you?
So things are busy. School.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
But we're still married, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're married.
Yeah. So now it feels like we have to really spend or make an effort to spend time together because we're both going in like 17 directions all the time. Which brings us to today's topic.
And what's our topic?
Dating your spouse.
Dating your spouse. Yes. And we, again, have not like pre-thought this through. We just thought of the topic. And so I don't think Aaron knows how I feel about this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, put my foot up like yours.
We haven't like had a conversation. Do you think dating your spouse is important?
Yeah.
What do you consider is dating your spouse?
Spending some quality time doing something out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary?
Like, yeah.
More words. Explain to me. I don't know what that means. I'm being honest.
Like no kids involved.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not like skydiving. Out of the ordinary.
I mean, that could be a date.
Okay.
I mean, there's many different things you could do on these dates, but yeah. And it doesn't have to, it could be, extreme skydiving, scuba diving. No, that's probably, I don't know, maybe a scuba diving lesson to start would be a good date. I don't know. But, not doing like stuff with the kids. So even if it's a game of with you and I alone on the deck, or if the kids are gone and we have time to play a game and just be together and be able to, talk to each other without interruption, maybe.
Have we always been good at this?
No, we have, I think I would describe it as roller coastery.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of our married life we have not dated each other.
Most of it?
Yeah. That's my opinion. So, I think...
What's your idea of dating? I guess we got Aaron's.
Okay. What is my idea of dating your spouse?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess spending quality time together with no children or other people.
Mm.
Because that's another thing that Aaron struggles with, I think, or did at one time. Like, yeah. So anyways, I don't...
A tough time telling people no when, like, we had a day that we didn't have to do anything instead of just doing it with you. And so we'd be like, hey, let's do this. I'm like, okay.
You would even, like, want to go on vacations with other people and do things with other people when we did have time. Like, you would rather have been with other people than with me. Or that's the way it felt. So, it was never one-on-one time. It was always, oh, let's have so-and-so over. Or let's go over to so-and-so's house. Or let's go on vacation with so-and-so. And so, I don't know. Yeah, we have not been good at dating each other. So then people are like, well, the key to a marriage is continually dating your spouse. We've been together 27 years and we've been married 22 years. And I would say probably, 18 of those years we did not date each other.
18? I don't know, I think you're off a little. We started dating each other in Crystal.
No, we did not.
No?
No. If we could get out of the house for a few minutes, we would, but it was pretty rare.
I mean, we tried to do Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. Here's my big thing. When was dating your spouse become a thing? Because when we first got married, that was not a thing.
I don't know, what was this thing?
Like when we were in Brooklyn Center, like you're talking.
No, I was talking Crystal.
Crystal. Okay, when I guess we started dating, yes. Like in Crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and we've been here for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying. Yeah.
But what is I don't understand, like, this whole date your spouse thing. I feel like it's not a movement, but a
new buzzword?
A new buzzword, yeah. I don't know. Did your parents date each other?
No.
No?
Not that I know. I mean, they would go out, but like you said, we'd go with other people. That's, I think, probably why I would go out with other people, because that's what my parents did. Like, they wouldn't go out often, just the two of them.
Okay.
But they'd go meet people to go out to dinner or go for a car ride.
Yeah.
And I think your parents did the same thing.
My parents dated.
They did. They didn't do anything with other people?
Oh, they did.
Oh, okay.
But
they dated a lot?
Not a lot. Probably a couple times a year.
Well, that's what I was saying about my parents. Like, they'd go out by themselves just a couple times a year, but the rest of the time it was
with friends
with
and family.
other couples and other family. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that's how we were for the most part. So.
Yeah, and what's the new equation?
There's an equation?
Yeah. You've sent it to me before. Like an Instagram thing where it's like 2 hours once a week, 2 days once a quarter, and 2 weeks once a year, or something like that. You sent that to me.
Really?
Yeah. She sends me so much stuff she doesn't remember.
No.
But yeah.
I can't believe I sent you stuff about dating your spouse, because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's important to date your spouse, yes, but I feel like there's so much stuff out there, like and then I feel like it's making women feel like they're not getting enough, or like we have to do this or our marriage is not going to make it. Yeah. And I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either, but I think it's still fun to do stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like it puts another stressor on women's plates.
Why is that?
Because then they feel like they have to get dressed up and they have to go out and they have to do something. And I don't think that should have to be that way. Like you said, when we just go on the deck and play a game with no kids for an hour or two, like, to me that's very exciting. And that's dating to me. Yeah. As long as we're having good conversation. Yeah. And not just on our phones. So that's the key for me, I think, is the big thing of good conversation,
So more than dating, it could just be quality time with your spouse.
Exactly. For me, I think it's just more quality time than dating.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Like, when I think of dating, for some reason, I think that you have to like go out and you have to have dinner and you have to be dressed up and you have to whatever.
So that's on you.
Correct.
Because that's not what dating.
Yeah, it is. Look at what dating is.
What dating your spouse means when you look at it as the different things that you're talking about. Because when you sent me those memes that you're not remembering sending me, it says you don't have to like spend money or anything like that. A date could just be, and so they mean quality time is what it means, but not dating. But just go for a walk, and you're supposed to take turns choosing what to do so that the stress isn't on one of the couple.
Yeah.
All the time.
Which is important.
So. Because I think you're the one who sent me the one on every week or every other week, however you do your date nights. Start at the beginning of the alphabet and work through it, and then like A's me, B's you, and you have to do that. So
I do remember what I sent you. Okay. Like I know that I sent that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also know that they whoever they is say that like a walk can count too, but still most of the things that they suggest is still like leaving the house and going out someplace. And so then, the woman has to get ready and they have to have a babysitter and they have to do all that stuff. So question on this, the guy's turn, does he make sure that he gets the babysitter then? Does he set everything up so she doesn't have to do anything?
Yeah.
So she just has to get ready, or however ready she wants, or put on a swimsuit. Maybe it's go to the beach. I don't know. And then just get in the car with him and go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I don't think getting a babysitter is that hard, especially if you have like a family babysitter, like Susie Q down the street, and her phone number is on the fridge because she's your babysitter. Susie. I don't know if people still do that. I mean, that's how we used to do it when we lived in our small town, but
yeah, I don't know.
But it shouldn't be hard.
I think it is hard for people to find people to trust.
No, but if they have one, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
if they have a babysitter.
Finding someone though.
Once they found it and they have a babysitter.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard for the man in the relationship to also be able to do it. Now we're luckier where our kids are older, so we don't have to worry about babysitters anymore. Okay, so what if you can't afford a babysitter? Because that was probably 75% of our problem. That's probably one of the reasons we didn't date. Yeah. So, well, do you live close to your parents? That's an idea. Are you involved in a church? Because there's a lot of... You still have to pay somebody usually. Parents you don't have to pay, hopefully. Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of, I know small groups help each other out through the church. So, like, if you're like, oh, my husband and I really need this 2 hours. Yeah. Is there somebody in the small group that can help us? Yeah. There's options out there, I think, that you just need to look for, find them. We didn't. No. I mean, we had your parents. I mean, we worked opposite shifts for 16 years too, so our weekends off we did spend together with the kids. Yeah. It was a different situation then. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we have not been good at it. Well, from the sounds of it, you think it's bogus kind of anyway. Yeah, I don't like it called dating your spouse. I just think that you should spend time with your spouse. Spend time with your spouse, which we did last night. And I don't feel like either person should be pressured into it, and I don't feel like either person in the relationship should demand it. Do you buy into that you should have a date night on your calendar every week or every other week then? No. No? I don't. No, because, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard with running around with kids. And then that's just another expectation put on the calendar. Yeah. So,
I don't know. What do you think?
Or it's an alert you ignore because you're like, ah.
Exactly. And then you feel bad.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I like having, I'm a scheduled guy and you're not a scheduled person. Like I like to know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's different too. But I like knowing that Wednesday evening we get to have some time together.
Maybe if we're lucky. Lately it's been better, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, August was, throw the hands up. There was nothing.
I mean, all summer we didn't really do anything.
Once in a while we escape to the club, just the two of us, and have fries and a drink.
We did that once.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All the other times were work related.
Well, okay, I'll count. Yeah, we went over work, but then we'd stay and close the laptop and hang out just for a little while too. Like, maybe I have a big dream world where all this stuff happens in, and I don't know that we're doing it. But I felt like we had times where we closed the laptop and put them away, and then we just ordered something and sat there. Or we went up to the bar when we were done talking and sat there.
Yeah, you live in a dream world.
Okay, yeah, none of those happened. All right. So, I guess I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, because people always bug us. Like, I don't mean to be mean to them, but it never fails. Like, when we're at the clubhouse, people come and want to visit and talk with us, which is fine. Totally get it. But we did that one time. Nobody bugged us, which was kind of nice. But you're such a people person, so I think that we view things way differently. So, which, that's fine. I mean, that's why I say it's not the end of the world not to always have. Or maybe I'm just setting low expectations so I don't get hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, what do you talk about on these date nights?
Well, I feel like
What should people talk about?
we're probably way different because of people like you and I are together 7 days a week, all day, all night, and we are in each other's business way more than like we know what we're doing all the time.
Yeah.
So for people that are working out of the house and traveling and not traveling, but having to bring kids and parents go in different directions, it's a good time to reconnect and go, oh, well, we did this with this, or this is how basketball went because you were at swimming or whatever. Like, there's stuff going on in different aspects of that. So you can talk about that. You can talk about, I don't know, anything you did. Like last night you had some questions and we did what are you struggling with this week? What's going well? What are you excited about in the coming week? That kind of stuff.
So this is actually one of the reasons that prompted this for me.
Yeah.
So because, like, I'm not dissing on you or our marriage. It's just the way it's been, and it actually doesn't bother me. Sometimes I do have to say, like, I would like a date night or I would like quality time with you, but like our time date conversations have always been right back to the business, and we never discuss us. We sometimes discuss children, yes, but because we're all always together and we're bouncing ideas off from each other and talking about work when we go on our dates. And so we don't spend a lot of quality time talking to each other.
Yeah. And I had this conversation with a friend that also owns a business, and they said that they do the same thing, like, because their business is their life and they work it together, that it's the same thing. Like, they can't separate, it's hard to separate business from personal because it is very personal. It's not like we go to wherever during the day and come home and we can just like shut that off. Like when you worked at the hospital, you could forget about everything at the hospital. Maybe you tell me about something that happened that day, but maybe you just shut it off. Where I was stuck in that because it is part of our life. It's not a shut off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally. I totally get it. It's super hard to shut it off, but I feel like where we are in our life, that I don't necessarily care if we're dating, but I want to have more deeper conversations with you, or more intentional conversations with you that do not apply to our business. I want to have more conversations that are meaningful and deeper and intimate conversations, to get to know you on a different level than just the like surface that I feel like we've been running at for so many years. Like, I want to check in with you and know how you honestly are doing personally.
And all your questions for me last night were?
Every single time, what did you do?
Was what I need to do for the business.
Yeah. And what did I do so I'm really working on not getting upset with you about that. Did I do okay? Okay. And I'm just kind of reining you back in, or reminding you that that's great. I love hearing that about the business, but how about you personally?
Yeah.
So what are some questions that we asked, or I asked?
What are you excited most about for the upcoming week? That was one of them.
Yeah. What are you not looking forward to?
What are you not looking forward? What do you need to accomplish this week?
How can I help you?
And like some of those questions, you're like, what do you need to accomplish? Well, then your head goes to work, because there's things around the house, but for some reason the work ones come to your forefront first, probably because you're more worried about those, maybe, like when there's work stuff that needs to be done. Just like if you have to walk away from a session in the middle of editing it, it causes you a little anxiety. You're like, I need to finish that. I can't leave that unfinished, type of thing. So if I have something on my list and I have to walk away from it, I'm like, that's to the forefront all the time. Like, the lawn probably needs to be mowed, or like I said, the lawnmower the blades need fixing on the lawnmower. Like, there's things around the house that have to be done, but because something else in the business isn't done, that's where my head goes right away. All the to-do lists.
Yeah.
We have a to-do list for the business, but not for our personal lives.
It keeps us on track with our business, I think, better. And then I feel way less stressed. So, I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, I think that having intentional conversations and intentional time with your spouse is very important currently in our lives. But we went for so many years, like a long, long, long time, that we did not date.
Yeah.
That we didn't even have time.
So should we change the name?
What?
Stop calling it dating.
Oh. What would you like to call it?
Let's see, maybe intimate conversation time? Maybe, I don't know.
Do we call it dating your spouse? I don't think I walk around and say, we need...
I mean, on our calendar, we have a date night.
Yeah. You put it in, not me. But yeah. I don't know.
I didn't know that you felt like this. Like, you've never said, I don't like dating you.
Well, that would be mean. Yeah, Aaron, I don't like dating you.
I don't like that you feel that if we were going to go somewhere that you have to spend so much time to get ready, because that's society putting a thing on you versus me and you. Like, whatever, if we're going golfing for a date, throw a baseball cap on or put your hair up. Let's go. Let's have fun. You don't need to make sure your hair is perfect and your husband does it and you're happy with the way he is. So we're always so worried about what everybody else thinks when it doesn't matter.
I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Oh, okay.
It's what I want to feel presentable, or feel like I'm acceptable for you, or to feel better about myself, or to feel not like when the kids were younger, it was more of a, I got to shower.
Well, that's different than spending so much time to get like you feel under pressure to get ready to go, You said it earlier in the conversation.
Yeah,
That you
I mean,
feel pressure
even if
that
it
you have
was
to get.
brush my teeth and comb my hair, sometimes that's a lot of pressure. Especially when you have little kids.
You said makeup and hair, so that's where I went with that.
I said get ready. I think you think makeup and hair.
Well, do you ever want to go out without doing your makeup and hair?
I do sometimes.
Okay.
If it's a grocery shopping date. Right? I mean, what's doing my hair? I just comb it. I might put a curl in it, but I think you think too deep into it. It's like the whole thing, the conversation we had about the whole weight situation. It's kind of that thing. So, and it makes you more angry. It doesn't make me angry, it just makes me exhausted sometimes. The thought of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even so, like, if we're gonna go, like last night, I thought you were like, we're gonna run to Costco. I want to get changed, but it was more than getting changed.
Well, I hadn't brushed my teeth or my hair.
And you put makeup on.
Yeah, a little bit.
So it was like, I thought it was gonna be 2 or 3 minutes, and it was 25 minutes. So it's a big like. I should know by now that if you say I'm going to get changed, that it could be a half hour because you are going to go do something and get ready to leave. But I don't, yeah. And I really feel like society makes women think that they need to do that. It makes you think you need to do that versus like the whole, I don't feel pretty. It's because to me, there's such a large, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like, TV media, everything's like you have to look presentable, and this is what presentable looks like, which has nothing to do with what presentable looks like. It's so stupid. Like there's no reason you can't leave the house without having to put on makeup ever. Like there's no reason. It just
but if you're dating and you're going out on a date, you need to feel and look presentable.
But the presentable that you're saying is not your standards or my standards. It's society's standards. Like you, to me, look presentable without putting makeup on ever.
Yeah.
So my standard is not everybody else's standard, but you're going with everybody else's standard.
I get it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you say you have to do this, but you don't have to do it. You feel that you need to do it.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Okay.
I never married you because you wore makeup. I didn't fall in love with you because you wore makeup.
I didn't even wear makeup when we first
100% the truth. That's what I'm saying. So to have that pressure put upon you by an outside force, not by your husband, not by we should go on a date. That force of feeling like you need to do that is beyond anything in this house.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't. So for me, if there's like that pressure that you have to do that, and that's not coming from either one of us, then that pressure should just be thrown away.
Okay. So I should stop wearing makeup.
If you
stop
want,
doing my hair.
If you want, like, but you shouldn't feel pressure in it. Like, hey, if we're going to do something, and it's not like we're going to a gala that you need to do hair and makeup for.
So you do have to do hair and makeup for a gala.
I'm just saying, like, there might be.
So there are instances where you're supposed to do it.
Well, I brush my beard and do my hair for a gala.
Oh. Do you brush your hair and do your beard every day?
No.
That's a lie.
No, I don't. That's not
Okay.
a lie. Does my hair look done? I didn't do my hair. I got a cut the other day, if anybody noticed, since our last podcast. It is cut, but I didn't brush my beard either. Does it look good?
I think there's food in there.
So, too much pressure on that situation.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if we're going to go golfing for date night, because it's my turn to choose and I chose golfing, you don't have to do hair and makeup to go golfing.
Is golfing for G, or is it for O for outdoors, or is it for S for sports?
It could be C for cart because we're driving on the golf cart.
D for drinks.
I could do it like 7 times a year, I guess. But we only get like a 3-month window to go golfing. So.
True. So if that alphabet letter doesn't fall in there.
But if T comes up and it's my turn and it's winter, I could always choose Top Golf.
Okay. I feel like Top Golf in Minnesota would still be cold in the winter.
They have those big heaters.
Okay.
I don't think you came in the winter with me that time. I think I went with Matthew.
Fall. I did fall. It was pretty cold then.
We did fall and we did spring.
Yeah.
So.
That's a great date idea.
Yeah, I like Top Golf.
Mm-hmm.
Now
but that costs a lot of money. That's an expensive date.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, who's got cheap date ideas?
Yeah.
Budget? Inexpensive? Let's not call it cheap.
Okay. Budget friendly.
Budget friendly.
Hey, I'm sorry, but a Target run is date sometimes for us.
I mean, we count Costco as a date.
We were going to do it last night. We were going to call it date night grocery shopping. We didn't because, I got lazy.
We got about 5 minutes away from the house.
And we turned around and came home.
And I was like, oh.
We have no groceries in the house, by the way. None. There's no food in this house.
When it's this nice in September.
I know. I want to eat up the last few nice days.
So, yeah. So
yeah.
That's it. But wonderful idea would be to send us date ideas.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll go through with the alphabet idea and publish that. Like,
okay.
Here's A through Z. I mean, that gets you 26 dates, right? That's how many letters on the alphabet, if I'm not right. Which happens to equal half of a year. So if you did one every other week, you'd have a year worth of dates.
Okay.
Using the alphabet.
We should try that next year and start.
Start on January. 1st January?
Yeah, and tell everybody how it goes.
First week of January, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah. So if we're on vacation with the kids.
Yeah.
And it happens to be date week.
Yeah.
Do we go, we're going to postpone it? Or do we go, we're going to be in Florida for this week?
Here's the pressure of date night again.
I'm asking. I'm trying to clarify before we get into it.
I'm already feeling the pressure of this.
What do we say? Oh, no. We'll pass on that. We'll just do 2 weeks in a row, date night, back in Minnesota. But
I would either pre-plan and do it, or
that's what I'm asking now, because I
Uh-huh.
would pre-plan that and go to a tiki hut. I don't know what letter we'll be on. That'll be February. Might be C or D, so it could be coastal. For C, we could do a coastal date.
Okay. See, I don't think that way. I just start getting stressed, and the stress just builds up.
You gotta make it fun.
So this is why we're different, and we don't work so well together. I don't know. Or work so well together. I don't know. Could go either way.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
Well, here's the cool thing. If it's your letter and it's your week, you can make the call.
H for home.
H for home. But like if we're on vacation, if we're on vacation and you're like, oh, it's my week, but this is gonna be too much for me. I already have to deal with 3 kids and what's the dog doing and blah blah blah, whatever it is that you like have going on. You say, we're gonna pause for a week, and we'll wait till we get back and do that.
Yeah.
And if it's me and I'm like, all right, and I know what we're doing and I plan in advance, or I pause it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. If it's your week, you gotta take responsibility, people. Like, that's it. You can't not.
What if you find out the other significant other doesn't want to do it, though? Like
if I choose something, you don't want to do it?
Yeah.
Do it. Do it anyway.
Shut up and do it. Just shut up and do it.
What if you choose something that I don't want to do? I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Yeah.
Kicking and screaming, or willingly?
Willingly.
Okay.
We can do anything for a year. And if there's 1 out of 26 dates that you don't want to do, what's the big deal? And you never know, you might have fun. I remember that time you talked me into going and laying on a beach for a week, and I thought that was not going to be fun, and it was absolutely amazing. So.
I don't know if anybody has learned this by listening to these, but Aaron cannot sit still. He is a go, go, go person.
Do it. Let's go.
Yeah, see?
You know what we should do? Let's go on a date right now.
I have to record more stuff.
Oh, never mind then.
I have more work to do.
Okay.
Where do you want to go on a date? It's nice out. It would be a good day for a date.
Yeah.
Actually.
go down to Lake Minnetonka and go for a walk on the boardwalk.
That's a really nice date, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
So what have we learned? Liz doesn't like it called date day or date night or date whatever.
Yeah.
Because she feels the pressure.
Feels the pressure.
But what does she like?
Quality time.
Quality time. What do you like? Aaron likes going places and doing things.
And getting his butt slapped.
And doesn't expect me to be perfect.
No, you're perfect. You don't need whatever to be perfect. You just are. You wake up perfect. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. So I don't have to get all fancy. I can just go with messy hair.
Nothing looks better than you in blue jeans and a t-shirt. Let's go.
That is my favorite look. I love jeans. If anybody knows this about me, jeans and a t-shirt are my favorite thing to wear. But
so that's awesome. So we're gonna do 26 dates through the alphabet. We're asking them to send us any ideas on dating.
Okay.
Not dating. Spending time with your spouse.
Quality time with your spouse. Is it important for everybody to do?
I think it's very important for all relationships to be a relationship.
Does it look the same for everybody though?
No.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking for ideas, because that's the thing.
I think
your and I idea of that is completely different from somebody else's. Although they might have some of the same little things, but
I agree, and that was why I wanted to talk about this, because I really want to encourage other married couples or significant others, whatever you want to call them, that yours looks different than everybody else's, and you don't have to be in the same. It doesn't have to be date night. It could be date breakfast.
Date breakfast.
It could be not a date. It could be, oh my gosh, the kids are all at school and I have 20 minutes. Let's meet for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And check in with each other. Because I think that that's the big thing is I feel like society is putting a high expectation on couples to date each other, and it doesn't look the same for everybody.
No.
So whatever yours looks like. We would love to hear what yours looks like, because ours has obviously been a roller coaster of making sure that we're...
What's my favorite thing to do with you?
I have no clue.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't.
It's just sit and play cribbage.
Oh yeah,
Inside
play
or
games.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did know that.
She does know that.
I was thinking so hard about that.
It's not. I'm not a complicated person.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy.
Same.
I could just sit there and play cribbage.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's cold and we want a cigar, we'll go to the cigar shop and play cribbage. To me, I don't know.
I also love that.
Connecting with cribbage is the highest connection.
I also agree with that, people, and I think for us, maybe that is a good way to describe our whole dating. While we've been married, we just sometimes find quiet time to play cribbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, you can do cribbage in 30 minutes sometimes. Sometimes it's an hour, but it's a good amount of time, and we usually can talk and check in with each other, which has been really good. And we've been playing cribbage for how long?
Just about over 22 years.
Yeah.
As long as we've been married.
As long as we've been married, we've been playing it. He taught me not long after we got married, and we've been playing it ever since. And I would say that has been our way to date each other.
Yeah, even in the busy times, we've done
Even
11:30 p.m. cribbage board games in our bed.
Yep.
With friends playing in the background.
Mm-hmm. So I encourage you to find something that works for you, and it's not going to look the same as everybody else, and that's okay.
And it shouldn't.
Yeah.
It should not.
Yeah.
There's no two people on this planet that are the same. So why would there be two relationships that are the same?
I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like I see all this stuff on the social media right now.
It's
and
the worst thing in the world. Throw the social media away, except follow the Vovks.
Yeah. Well, okay.
What were we taught the other day? Produce before you consume.
Yep, produce before you consume.
The worst thing in the world is to get up and start consuming social media before you start producing what you need to produce.
Maybe that will be our next podcast, like how business ideas, business way to work your business or something like that. I don't know.
That's going to be two down the road because I already have our next one right here.
Perfect. I'm
And,
so glad. Took that off my plate.
Yeah, so our next
'Cause
podcast.
I thought of this one.
You know what? Commercial break. Commercial break. Next podcast, we're going to talk about fall, what we love and what we hate.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to do it from the deck.
Okay.
And it's going to be nice. So we got a couple nice days here. We're going to jump into it,
Okay.
get it out, let everybody in the world see it.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for listening to me tell you how I actually felt about dating your spouse.
Yeah, and thank you, Elizabeth, for listening to me about how the expectations of the world don't need to come to our house, because you and I don't live by the world's expectations as it is, so why do we let them dictate anything?
Yeah.
Do
Well,
it.
I enjoy dating you.
Mm.
I enjoy spending quality time with you. So, thank you for that.
All of our grocery date nights, when they land on an alphabet letter, will have to be like, oh, we're going to Aldi's. Oh, we're going to Byerly's. What's the next one? Costco.
Oh my gosh.
None of these names have paid us any money for this.
I know. It's not a paid marketing scheme.
So,
Okay, well, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for listening. And where can they find us, Aaron?
we're going to be on the Instagram, the Vokes, on the YouTube, the Vokes, Spotify and Apple, the Vokes.
Cool.
Or they can shoot us an email.
Yeah.
I forget what email we use for that. I think it's the number 4 girls at the number 4 girlsglamour.com.
Okay.
Yeah. We should make a Vokes email.
I suppose we should.
Yeah.
What's one more email just to look at? Oh my gosh.
Keep it separated.
Keep it separated.
You never know, because sometimes when they email us in, it just says Hotmail on it. It doesn't say a name.
Oh.
And you open it up and you're like, oh, this is from a listener. It's like weird.
Huh.
So if we put it in and got our own email for that, we just know that listeners were emailing that. We won't use that email for anything else.
Anything else?
Yeah, it's like when we go to a photo conference and we give the fake email that we made just for that conference, so that
Hotel secrets.
yeah. No, these people need to know that. So if you guys go to a conference and you sign up to win all that stuff,
Yeah.
you don't want it in your regular email because it takes forever to unsubscribe to that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you create a fake email, not really a fake one. It's one that you're going to get, but it's like Aaron dot whatever the event is, like if it's a photography conference, Aaron dot Vegas 2022 at gmail.com. And then you can ignore that after like a week, and if you didn't win, or if you did win, you can respond, but then you can ignore that email account because it's just junk mail anyway. So I share that information. I teach a class on that.
I mean, it's smart info, but I was just like, I don't know.
People need to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Did we ramble?
We did. You went on a tangent. So goodbye, everybody.
I might
Thanks
just
for
edit that
listening.